You know, me, I am an engineer. So this is my engineering student. His score was 284. And now, okay, his score was 284. And now he's a undergraduate of FUTO. That's the Federal University of Technology in Owerri. Okay, Favour, I give you the floor. Please let us have a round of applause for him. He's a DTW alumni, attended our classes, and now he's a civil engineer, studying civil engineering in FUTO, okay, Owerri. Favour, you can go ahead. Let us hear your testimony, your study methodology, what inspired you, and all. Yeah.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can.
All right. My name is Favour Chijioke, and currently a student of Federal University of Science and Technology Owerri in Civil Engineering Department. And by God's grace, through DTW, I was able to pull this through. The thing is, they are in preparation for that. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Go ahead.
In my preparations, actually, it's a really long story, but I just was not sure of going for this JAMB thing as at last year because I was really working and there was no time for me to practice. But there are a few things that I was able to, put in place that made me come up a little bit and was able to get this admission. I'll be sharing most of these things with you because I had to list them down so that you can also take note as well. The first thing you need to do, just like Mrs. Blessing has said, is to know the correct JAMB combinations, as in your subject combinations. You should be able to get to know your subject combinations properly for the course you are going to be, because it can actually either terminate your admission or also fetch you your admission. I hope you all are getting me.
Yes, we are. Continue.
And another thing is early preparation. In my case, I won't lie to you, I prepared really late. I prepared during that period we had that webinar where we were all praying and you were asking us to shout and say, I am destined to win. That was when I started my preparation. I won't lie to you. That was when I started preparing for JAMB because I was really, really focused on work and was not even certain if I was going to write the exam. And then because of that charge, I remember when you said, are we ready? And I said, no, that I feel like crying. You said, no, I should not cry. And from then, I had to pick up the DTW app and then started, studying and decided to put in more effort and more energy in my studying. And that was how I was able to come up with this score. If I had started earlier on, I would have, I think, gotten more than what I had now. And another thing I need you guys to know is using the right materials to study. When preparing for JAMB, you need to know the right materials to use. For me, what I actually used was the DTW app and my JAMB syllabus. I also used my JAMB syllabus, the DTW app, and past questions. Very, very important. In fact, the DTW app comprises of notes and past questions that you can use to study. It is very, very helpful. It really helped me a lot. I won't lie. I used that to do a lot and work on myself. And you need to study more. You all need to study more. If you know you're preparing for JAMB, you need to start studying now, because you think you know it, you don't really know it, because when you get there, you feel kind of this tension. You might know it, but just because of that tension, you feel like you've forgotten what you really know. But don't feel tensioned. Don't allow yourself feel kind of less. Just believe in yourself that you're going to do it and you do it right. It's just with God. Just have that mindset that you are going for this and you'll be able to come out successful in it. Another thing you should know is do not panic. I know most of you now will be panicking. You say, how will I be able to get or pull through this course? How will I be able to get this? I'm going for this course and this one. It's not a death sentence. Once you go, you'll be able to come out in good faith. I assure you guys. Just put in the practice, do what is right and things you need to do. And another thing is, when preparing for JAMB, after preparation, actually, I don't know, man will still have to emphasize on this. In fact, she will. Once you are in your hall or you've gotten to your center, don't even try to read at that moment. because you might end up forgetting most of the things you've studied. So just go on with what you've known, and it's going to help you. Another thing is, when preparing for JAMB, start with subjects you know. It's what worked for me. Start with subjects you know very well. Start with them. Know it and know it very. I think know it and know it very well. Don't just know it and know it very well, because it will really help you. You can use YouTube videos to get more insight. You can use the DTW app to get more insights. For most of you that don't know how to do solvings and calculations, you can check out videos on YouTube that can simplify how to solve these issues. In fact, DTW app also has places where you can go, and you will see how these questions have been solved. These past questions have been solved and simplified. It also helps you to understand more about it. So when you apply these basic steps, there's nothing that will stop you from getting a good score and also getting admission into your desired university and your course. For me, it wasn't easy in my preparation, because I was preparing at night. When I come back from work, I'll have to stay awake till 12. It was really affecting my brain. I was not concentrating at work. But by God's grace, just after that session we had, that webinar and the prayer, I was able to pull through. I was able to, focus on my studies, do the ones I know I can do very well. You must not be 100% in all your subjects. Somebody like me, I don't know chemistry like that, but I was surprised I scored about 54 in chemistry. But in my English, I got 85 in my English, and in my maths, I scored about 76. So you must not really know all the subjects. You have to know the ones you know and be really, really good at it. I say really, really good at it, because you see other persons that are good in those subjects than you. So be really good at the ones you know and try to do them perfectly. Know them and know them well. I've been repeating it. Know them and know them well. When I was preparing for my JAMB, even when I was about to go, a lot happened on the way. And I was saying, God, lead me through, because the vehicle was very slow. I almost missed my time. So when you're going, you should go on time, prepare on time, and also be there on time. I know you guys will put through. As far as you're in DTW tutorials, you guys will put through. I'm seeing all of you getting 300 plus, 200 plus. Nobody's going less than 280. Believe it, and you surely see the results. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you, Mrs. Blessing, and thank you
Thank
every other person here.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Favour. Thank you so much.
Thank you
can
very
hear.
much.
Yeah. Let me see your round of applause. Let me see your round of applause. Let me see them coming. Your thumbs up. Share him up. I didn't even know that it was even Favour that said he wanted to cry on that day. Oh, I just knew that. My people are down. No, it can't. It cannot happen. And I'm so glad that he has pulled through, even walking. A lot of people were walking. You can see Gabriel. So you see, there's no excuse. So if you are the one that you are in the house and your parents are feeding you in the house, there's no excuse for you. Can you see people that are hustling, are walking, and at the same time reading? This is the second person now, and they scored 300. So there's no excuse for you. Okay, you can make it. You can do it. Just put in the effort. All right. So please start early. Start now. Don't wait. You might not have the same brain as Favour. Favour is the kind of person that you don't follow Favour. When there are some people in university, you don't follow them. You see that they are not reading. But 1 week to exam, let them read, they will pass you. That's the kind of person that Favour is. Someone with very good, strong retentive memory, and, can learn under pressure. Know your way and start early. Do you understand me? I hope you're understanding me. Know your way and start early.
Yes, ma'am.
Start
Yes,
now
ma'am.
and gather everything that you can gather. Favour is my kind of person. In school, university days, I can play for Jesus. But I stay 1 hour to study. I have covered what you've not covered in how many weeks? 1 hour to study. That's the kind of person I am. I can do it under pressure and deliver.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you get my point? So you are different.
Yes, ma'am.
You are different. And let me tell you, for we, this kind of people, because back then in school, I was also working. I was hustling. Are you with me? I was also hustling. You know, my short story, I don't have, my father abandoned me as a child. So single mother. So you have to work for yourself. Are you with me? But if I had like a good home and I had time to myself, I will be reading very much. I'll be reading earlier. Reading, I will come out. My CGP coming out is 4.23. I'll come out with a first class. If you had that kind of structure around. Are you with me? So you are hustling, you are trying to study. For someone that can do that, you should know that if it's in a stable environment, it will do much more. You can see what Favour can do much more if he wasn't working, if he had someone to depend on. He will score 300, and above. So you, please, know yourself, know thyself, be true to thyself, and start reading early. It pays to read early. Let me tell you something. Why I didn't get a first class is because I didn't read too much. I didn't go too far. It's just, let me just pass this in and go. Are you with me? I didn't go too far. I didn't reach too in depth. I didn't prepare early, do assignments early, research more, give the lecturer more, all those things extra you do. I didn't do it because I had other, I won't call it distractions. I had other things I had to do by the side to survive. In school, I was selling egg, pure water. I was printing. In fact, when I leave school, I will go inside market and sell to survive, so that I won't be a runs girl, because that option was opened. But I say, God, help me. I don't want my life to enter runs and you know what I'm talking about now, prostitution, high class prostitution. I don't want that to happen to me. I don't mind cleaning toilets. I will go and do it. Do you get my point? So please know thyself. Okay. All right. So let us go to the next speaker quickly.